It's the NFL playoffs on EA Sports. No bigger stage than this one. Sold out MetLife Stadium, located just outside of New York City. Coming up, it's Divisional Round Saturday, and we've got an AFC battle on tap between the Houston Texans and the New York Jets. For a berth in the AFC Championship game, off we go in the Divisional Round of the NFL playoffs. On the return, here's Hall. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33. So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. They'll run for the first time with Tevin Coleman. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Now the former Terrapin, this is Ty Johnson. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4. Here's Wilson. Out to the flat here for Johnson. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. Give him 15 yards on that one, and the Jets move the chains.
So, Charles, you look at this offense, you think about it, you got a rookie quarterback at the helm. You're in the divisional round of the playoffs here. That head of his just has to be spinning, doesn't it?
Well, normally you'd have to say yes, but I do think that the way things went last week, how he played in the wild card win, how sensational he was, that'll stop his head from spinning. And now he's in a situation that's getting towards uncharted territory because you've got Joe Flacco, Mark Sanchez, the only 2 rookies to win 2 playoff games in 1 year. He's trying to join that company, but it's not going to be easy to get it done.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. Elijah Moore, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd and short. Well, this defense for the Texans, they were terrific last week in the victory over Kansas City.
And the big difference in the ball game, their ability to force turnovers, 3 of them, in fact. Being able to take the ball away, give it back to their offense, that's something that's emphasized each and every week, and they carried it out.
They pushed forward, but I don't think it's enough. He's going to be about a yard short. They'll try and throw for it with Wilson. And this is caught. He hits Moore. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. That one good for 17 yards on 4th. Couldn't ask for much more from your offense there. 1st down. They'll try and run. This is Johnson. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Give him 2 yards on that one. 2nd and goal now. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal. They'll try the left side with Coleman. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down. Driven it down the field nicely here on the opening drive, but now it's put up or shut up.
No doubt about it, because to make that type of a drive and ultimately kick a field goal would feel very disappointing. But I'm just wondering, is the head coach thinking, is this 4-down territory? Might he go for it?
So they're back at the 7 now for 3rd and goal. Here's Wilson. And he's going to go down. Sacked right around the 17. Brandon Graham drops him for a loss of 10, and it's going to be 4th and long. And his kick is good. Every possession in the postseason magnified. And look, it's just the opening drive. They didn't get the touchdown they wanted, but at least they got on the board.
They got on the board. They've got their home crowd into it as well. And remember, in the playoffs, the game slows down a little bit. So every point is precious.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Bulldozes past him and able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short. A give. Dobbins trying the right side. Room here to run. A solid stiff arm. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. 43 yards for him already. An excellent drive to kick off this divisional round matchup. That might be an understatement. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line. Jack Lawson able to get him for a loss of about 3. So a nice bounce back there defensively after giving up the big play.
Yeah, you can either get down on yourself or you can get motivated. And that time, they dropped him for a loss. So I would say that they got motivated and made the play.
Dobbins going to take the handoff on the option.
And a short gain down to about the 33.
Sometimes you're aligned perfectly and the play comes to you, and sometimes you got to cover some ground to go make the play, as we just saw there.
We saw a great example of perseverance right there on that play.
Got to be careful. They might want to throw one over his head as this game progresses.
Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts.
And that is incomplete. And the Jets defense making things difficult there. 4th down.
They really had a good drive going there, but a nice recovery by the defense these past few downs. Able to knock that one away on 3rd down and bring up what I think for the offense, an unexpected 4th down here.
And this kick is not going to be close. It's well short of the right to be. These playoff games have a tendency to be tight. You have to wonder if that missed field goal could haunt them later.
Yeah, we're always looking for the key plays, right? The ones that we're going to magnify. Usually those happen in the second half or later in the game. This might be the key play of the game showing up here in the first half.
Throw left side complete. That's Johnson. And a big gain that time. He's out of bounds. But what'll be the final play of this first quarter? 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They'll run here with Coleman out of the gun. On the tackle there, Lonnie Johnson.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
They go play action now. Wilson. Wesco, the tight end, making the catch. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
I'm wondering if the same thing went through your mind as mine. When I see a big man like that make a catch, all I keep thinking to myself is, big man with football. Look out, everyone. He may not juke you a whole lot, right? He may not run past you because of his size. You're talking about a guy weighing in the 270 range. But, boy, once he gets his mitts on the ball, he's going to be tough to bring down.
And that will be incomplete.
Well, he'll definitely say that that's one he should have held on to. But when you're playing in elements like this, sometimes those bullet passes, those ones with a little bit of pace on them, they can be difficult to hold on to.
This offense converted once on 4th down earlier. Now they're out there again to try once more. Throwing is Wilson.
Oh, into a sea of defenders and intercepted. Picked off by Grant Delpit.
And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Hurts. That one complete to D.D. Westbrook. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. First catch for him in these playoffs. He was held without one last week, but he's got a first down on that effort. Option play, and they'll hand to Dobbins. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Sometimes I think these defensive tackles get a little bit of a bum rap. We just see them as big guys that eat up blockers for others to make tackles. Oftentimes they're quicker than they get credit for. And this time he used his quickness to make a play.
On 2nd and 12, Hurts. And it's complete to Eifert. And they move this all the way down to the 9. 33 yards that time.
We saw these guys have some big plays in their wild card win last week, and they're certainly going to need to continue to put up plays like we just saw there if they hope to continue to move on in these playoffs.
They'll run with Dobbins. Trucks over him. And he's going to battle his way down right around the 2-yard line. 54 yards rushing for him now as he has been strong here in the first half of this divisional round matchup. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. Dobbins once more. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
And now 3rd and goal coming up, the loss on 2nd down. That just means this crowd's going to get even louder, and they'll get a little bit of extra help from the defenders as they exhort them to join them in the effort.
A big one coming in this divisional round playoff, 3rd and goal. Dobbins. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage. Back to the 4-yard line. 2nd quarter action, 2 minutes to go on divisional round weekend. And his kick is indeed good, and that will tie us at 3-3. So the turnover leads to points as they add 3 there.
Yeah, what a sequence there, and a nice one for them. They forced the interception, put together a little drive, and then come away with 3 points. Nothing to it, partner. Just do it.
At their own 25-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
A good gain on first has him set up with second and just a couple of inches now from the 29. From the gun, it's Wilson. And the grab by Croft. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
They'll run with Coleman on first down. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Second and 12. Wilson. He's going to look deep for more. And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in.
It's another zone defense. It looks like it's open for possibilities, but they did a nice job patrolling the middle of the field and forcing an incompletion.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Play action. Now Wilson. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Johnson. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Jet first down. They go play action with Wilson. Flush to his right. He finds Corey Davis. Now the Jets going to use the second of their 3 timeouts, as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. From the gun, it's a handoff to Coleman. 43 yards rushing for him now in the ballgame. 4 yards remain for second down. Now they hand off to Coleman. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. The Jets going to go ahead and use their final timeout, as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. A kicker fest so far, all points via field goals. They're hoping to change that right here. To throw is Wilson. Eluding the pressure right. And this one incomplete. Threw it down at the feet of his receiver. Tyler Croft, the tight end, the one he was looking for. But it'll be 2nd and goal.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
And his kick is good. So the long drive gets him down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And with 5 seconds to go, this will likely be our final play. And they're just going to run it here up the middle. It's a first down and more for Dobbins. And finally down at the 41-yard line. So it's on to halftime in this AFC divisional round matchup as we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Thank you, sir. A field goal separates these two teams as we come back for this second half. Win or go home, that's the name of the game, and we're back underway with the second half of this AFC divisional round. Here's Dante Pettis on the return. Oh, a good return up past the 30. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33.
At their home 33-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive.
And Charles, that had to be an interesting locker room at halftime. This is a team that's had so much success this year. Haven't really had to deal with a lot of adversity at halftime, to be honest. But now here they are with their playoff lives on the line.
And I think when you're alluding to that interesting locker room, you're just wondering, how are they handling that bit of adversity that they're seeing right now? Because I think this is a team that has to look to lean on the veterans at this point. We know we're better than this. We've proved it all season. Let them disseminate that confidence through the locker room. But this opening drive, it'll be an important one for them to give them a little jolt of confidence moving forward.
On 2nd and 12, Hurts. He'll swing this out to Dobbins. And he goes out right around the 39. It'll be a gain of 8 yards, and it'll be 3rd down.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
From the gun, it's Hurts. He's going to go deep for Conley. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
Well, the passing windows are just not there. That's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
So they're going to come to the line here, and it appears try to go for it on 4th. They'll try and throw for it here. Escaping the pressure right. Man open, that's Deebo Samuel. And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a 1st down.
Hurts sets up to throw it. And trying to get it to Samuel, but it's intercepted.
Picked off near the 32. The first half did not go their way, and that's not going to help matters at all. An interception here on the opening drive of the 3rd quarter.
Obviously not what they were striving to accomplish. But you know who's really upset on their team? The defense. Already trailing. They're going to be counted on to try and hold that score at least where it is.
61 yards rushing for him now to this point.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
A good run, got 7 on 1st. Here's 2nd and 3. They stay on the ground. This time it's Johnson. And this won't be enough to pick up the 1st. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. They go to Johnson again. Yeah, boy, from up here, I don't think Johnson got there. No, he did not.
Well, they picked up a portion of it, but not all that they needed. Now that leads to a decision on 4th and 1. Let's see what they decide to do.
And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. They'll indeed go for it with Wilson. Quick slant, caught by Moore. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert. They'll run on first down. Coleman. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. They'll hand it off now. Johnson. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. Give him 12 yards there, and the Jets have a first.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Handoff, Coleman, right side. And he will cross the 30 down to the 29-yard line. He was brought down by Kamu Grugier-Hill.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. From the 29, Wilson. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Emmanuel Ogbah. He's the culprit, dropping him for a 2-yard loss.
Well, this offense has already been forced to settle for field goals on their drives earlier, so this is not a welcome sign here.
Indeed, it is not, and they certainly hope it's not a sign for the entire game because they know they've got to be able to sustain drives all the way through. Pick up those guys rushing the quarterback and give himself a chance.
Play action. It's Wilson. Caught by his tight end, Wesco. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 2 catches now in this divisional round matchup. That one, a first down. From the gun, a run for Johnson. And he'll take it from the 18 to the 15. A gain of 3.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Again, it's Johnson. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
The Jets on 3rd down, 3 for 7 so far in this game. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. They'll try and run for it. Here's Johnson. And he has the first down before he's tackled at the 5. Give him the 3rd down conversion, 5 yards on the play. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. Nothing doing there as the 13th play of the drive proves to be unlucky.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
3 red zone trips have yielded just 2 field goals for them to this point, so they'll be searching. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. Tevin Coleman. A 5-yard touchdown run. And the Jets are drawing closer to a date in the AFC title game as they extend this 4th quarter lead. You always worry about the plant foot in the snow, but no problems there. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive.
And this could be the defining moment of their season, all hyperbole aside. You're trailing here in the fourth quarter, the divisional round, and they need to come up. Oh, and Hurts is going to be hit and taken down to the ground. And when you see a quarterback retreating away from the line of scrimmage toward the other goal line like that, usually doesn't end well.
You're exactly right about that. Normally, if they're moving from side to side, they've got a chance maybe to get back upfield. He was trying to shake defenders and extend the play, but it doesn't work out very well for them at all. You need those extra yards on the other side of the line of scrimmage. Now you're digging a hole for your offense.
The pass to Brown as he hauls it in.
All right, this is the time of the game where they're down a couple of scores, and they've really got to get some yards in chunks, and they know the defense doesn't want to give those up, but they've got to find a way to take them anyway.
Now the question is, can they string a few of those together? And Dobbins, he is not going to get there. They stop him short of the line to gain.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on fourth down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on fourth down. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Hurts.
And that is incomplete. His big tight end, Tyler Eifert, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
They'll probably spend a little extra time dissecting the game film after this one. I think the part of their plan was to hit them over the top of the deep ball. They've been unsuccessful all night.
To throw on 2nd and 10.
Hurts. He gets this underneath to Dobbins.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Texans passing game in rhythm right now, picking up another first.
On 1st and 10, it's Hurts.
Taking a shot for Samuel. And this is taken in at the 5. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory.
They're still looking for their first touchdown of the game, and for a second, I thought they had it right there.
Now looking on the sideline, it's finally good to see nods of approval. It's a welcome sign of life that this offense needed.
And the D not yielding much there. He's only going to get a yard to about the 2. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
They'll try to run with Dobbins.
And they'll get him down just shy of the goal line at about the 1. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. So it's Texans football as we welcome you back. They've got it 3rd and goal now as they try to punch in a late touchdown. And I don't think he got there. No, they stop him right where it all started. So call that no gain on the sneak, and now they're still a yard short here on 4th. Reaches way. No signal. I don't think he got there. He did it. They try the sneak, but not enough push. He doesn't get in. And instead of having a 1-score game, they'll remain 2 scores down. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. They'll start out on the ground with Coleman. Oh, and he's not going to make it out of the end zone. The push too strong, and that'll be a safety. And you know, the man who sat in my chair the last few years, he has a theory. These plays, these safeties, they're so rare. Maybe they should be worth more than 2, maybe 4 points.
I think he's got a great point. I really do, Brandon. But I would go ahead and up it to 6. I'm a former defender. Oh. To me, that's like scoring a touchdown.
Easy now. I'll go 4. I don't know about 6.
Come on. Come up to 6.
A lot of points. He's back to throw. Flushed out right.
Dobbins with it.
And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34.
It drives some people crazy to see those short throws underneath. They've got to find a way to gash the defense downfield.
He'll look to throw.
And this one too low.
So he's unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark really start to finish.
Yeah, it makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here, or is he just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
They'll look to throw. Open man is Westbrook, complete. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this fourth quarter. Back to throw. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go in the game. Back to throw.
He'll dump this off complete to Dobbins.
They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
Throwing is Hurts.
And this is caught. He's got it for a touchdown. And now in the final seconds, it's all going to come down to a 2-point conversion.
And now remember, all touchdowns are reviewed, and in a tight game like this, they're going to take a good long look at it. So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right.
The touchdown saved their playoff lives momentarily. Now for the 2-point conversion.
Hurts will throw.
Flush to his right. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked up by the linebacker, Jared Davis. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So looking at this situation, you should have time for the onside kick and then at least one play. And now the Jets are going to get this one, and that might be all she wrote. Fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number as empirical.
And looking at it from the perspective of the losing side here in this divisional round, it all ends so abruptly, doesn't it? A few hours ago, you've got all this hope and anticipation of maybe a deep run, and now you're out of it.
Well, let's applaud the team that won, and rightly so. They're moving on. They still have a chance to get to the big game.